you probably can't get both. You have to have a cornerstone for your franchise once it's time for Kobe to say, wait. Now, understand, Kobe Bryant, despite Father Time catching up to him, regardless of what he wants to think, he still averaged 25 last year. He's still one of the top 3 players in the game. He's still a black mamba, big time. And I'm telling you right now, he's got 3 years left in him. So if you bring Dwight Howard here, they are at least going to be a contender. And plus, they're the Lakers. If you have those two, you'd always find it.
And he's your future face of the franchise.
No doubt.
Okay, so you've just eliminated your entire front line of last year. No Bynum, no Gasol, no Lamar Odom.
I didn't approve of the Lamar Odom
Okay,
deal.
well, but he's gone.
Yeah,
So I'm having to accept that your deal is Dwight Howard and Kobe Bryant and the 7 dwarfs, or whoever's
A lot
left.
of other guys,
Yeah.
right?
Hey.
I mean, it's a little what the Miami Heat were dealing with early.
Well, but there's only 2.
Except for they had 3, yeah.
Yeah. And I've told you before, Dwight Howard has one thing in common with LeBron James. I think he shrinks in fourth quarter.
I don't believe
I'm
that
sorry,
at all.
he just does.
No.
So you got Kobe, and I hope he's on 2 knees, but he might be only on 1 knee. And after 16, 17, 18 years, do you really think that he can lift Dwight Howard, who's not as mentally tough as you say he is, to a championship? I don't see it. Maybe young Kobe could have.
I'm not trying to say that they would instantly mean title. Listen up. Learn. I'm trying to help you here. I'm not trying to say that they win a championship. What I'm trying to say is they'd be better off with that than they are now. Because they ain't winning a championship with this roster either. The difference is that you have a cornerstone for your franchise moving into the future without taking a back step. Bynum with Gasol, with Kobe, ain't going any further than Kobe would with Dwight Howard. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't necessarily equate to championship, but it does equate to a better, prosperous future.
You know, when Bynum is right, and I'm talking about mentally and physically.
Well, that's the issue.
I know, but when he is right, I'll take him over Dwight Howard. I will. More offensive skill, I will.
No, I didn't say that. No,
He's just as strong.
No, you didn't say
He's
that.
more skilled. He's a way better free throw shooter.
The what?
Hey,
How?
we're talking about a dominant force, man.
You would take Andrew Bynum?
Yeah.
You know, the dude that, by the way, the dude is 7 feet 1. What his legs is, when he walk a little funny or whatever, he loves race cars, okay? Love those little tiny, small race cars that squeeze in there with his knees all bent up. It has a lot to do with his legs is what I'm trying to get to.
Dwight Howard likes cartoons.
Let me tell you something right now, Dwight Howard.
Come on.
He's a great kid. That's a great line, but it's true, too. He does like cartoons. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is it doesn't stop him from balling. And for you to sit here with a straight man,
when he is right, man, he is a terror. And he's got a mean streak that Dwight Howard does not have in him.
Andrew Bynum is not a scrub. Andrew Bynum should be respected. Please don't get me wrong.
I think you just
disrespected him. No, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just elevating Dwight Howard to lift the disrespect.
Well, wait a second.
Star. So Dwight Howard is a beast.
Okay.
He is. Andrew Bynum is not even on his level yet. Not even on his level.
Could be next year.
You say could be. He
No,
ain't now.
I take my shot. If I got Gasol to the right and Lamar to my left and Bynum in the middle, I'm taking it, man.
Yeah.
I'll beat you. I'll beat your team.
Listen, if you were telling me that I had to lose Odom with Gasol and Bynum for Dwight Howard, I would not have done that. You're right, because it decimates your entire front line.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that just because you were stupid enough to trade Lamar Odom for picks and a trade exception to Dallas, the reigning defending world champion, by the way, which is another subject altogether, does not mean that Gasol and Bynum alone are not worth Howard. They are, because Bynum, I don't trust it. Man only averaged 27 minutes a game last year. Okay?
I just
He missed
said
27
he's
games last year. His
I know,
durability is always a question mark.
I don't know.
His durability is always a question mark. Dwight Howard is a man-child.
I know.
He is a
but Bynum is a
man-child.
baby. He's still, what is he? Still like 24 years
And I'm
old?
trying to tell you right now, as good and as potentially dominant as Andrew Bynum could be, he ain't Dwight Howard.
Yeah, but is Dwight Howard?
Hey, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard hasn't even reached his peak.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't even reached his potential.
Has Kobe reached
You don't